The Catholics are hiding stuff at the Vatican.
Imagine a world where ancient texts hold secrets long buried, where the very foundations of your beliefs are built on a puzzle, missing crucial pieces.
How do we have the book that is holy telling us of books that are holy but are not in it?
They're missing.
And it's actually telling us, are they not there? You should know this.
Picture this, the Bible, that sacred collection of 66 books, whispering of other manuscripts, hinting at truths hidden just out of reach. It's almost as if the architects of the Western Bible left a trail, one they hoped you wouldn't follow. But why?
Information. They gathered for over 1,200 years. 50 miles of information, including aliens.
Prophet Hubert Angel once unveiled a tantalizing truth. Your Bible, the one you hold so dear, references books that lie beyond its own covers. Why would it do that?
Yet the Bible is saying when you read the book of Colossians, you should get the book of Laodicea. Now, it's in your Bible, referenced in your Bible, that it should be there.
Why would it acknowledge writings outside its canon, scattered across different compilations? It's as if those who compiled the final version made a grave mistake, a slip that exposed the thin veil over a grander design. Imagine the possibilities, the mysteries waiting to be uncovered. What knowledge lies in those referenced but excluded texts? What revelations were deemed too dangerous, too powerful for the masses? Perhaps those who curated the Western Bible underestimated the curiosity of future generations. Perhaps they thought their redaction would go unquestioned. But here you are, standing at the precipice of a revelation. The skeptics may scoff, but the truth has a way of surfacing. Dive deep into this enigma. Follow the clues your Bible left behind, and you might just uncover a truth that changes everything. The question remains, are you ready to see beyond the pages of the known, to explore the hidden corridors of ancient wisdom? The journey awaits if you dare to embark on it. Would you believe me if I told you that one of the oldest and most complete versions of the Bible is not the King James Bible or the Latin Vulgate, but rather an ancient Ethiopian manuscript that has been largely forgotten by the Western world? It's true. Hidden away in the highlands of Ethiopia lies a treasure trove of biblical texts that predate the King James Bible by centuries and contain books not found in any other Christian scriptures. This ancient Bible, known as the Kebra Nagast or the Glory of the Kings, is the foundational text of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. It tells the story of how Christianity came to Ethiopia through the Queen of Sheba, who visited King Solomon in Jerusalem and returned home bearing his child. The Kebra Nagast claims that the Ark of the Covenant was brought to Ethiopia by Menelik I, the son of Solomon and Sheba, and has remained there ever since, guarded by a special order of monks. However, the secrets contained within the Ethiopian Bible go far beyond the origins of the Solomonic dynasty. This manuscript, which contains 88 books compared to the 66 of the Protestant Bible, includes texts that were removed from the Bible by the early church councils and the translators of the King James Version. Books like Enoch, Jubilees, and 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Ezra, which were once considered canonical by many early Christians, are preserved only in the Ethiopian Bible and a few other ancient manuscripts. Why were these books removed from the Bible? What secrets did they contain that the early church fathers deemed too dangerous or subversive to be included in the official canon? The answers may lie in the mysterious and often bizarre contents of these lost books. Take the Book of Enoch, for example, which is highly revered in the Ethiopian church. This text describes how a group of angels called the Watchers mated with human women, producing a race of giants called the Nephilim. These fallen angels also taught humanity forbidden knowledge, including the secrets of making weapons, jewelry, and cosmetics. The Book of Enoch goes on to describe Enoch's visionary journey through the heavens, where he is shown the workings of the universe and the future fate of humanity. The text is filled with strange and vivid imagery, angels, demons, heavenly cities, and a cosmic judgment day. It's easy to see why the early church might have been uncomfortable with such a text. which seems to draw on earlier Mesopotamian and Canaanite myths and legends. Other books in the Ethiopian Bible, like Jubilees and Enoch, also contain stories and ideas that depart from the more sober and restrained theology of the books that made it into the King James Version. They speak of a more supernatural, apocalyptic, and mythological Christianity, one that was perhaps closer to the beliefs of the earliest followers of Jesus. So why has the Ethiopian Bible been so completely forgotten and marginalized by the Western Church? Part of the reason is that it is written in Ge'ez, an ancient Semitic language that is not widely understood outside of Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Church has been relatively isolated from the rest of Christianity for most of its history, and has developed its own unique traditions and scriptures. But there may be more to it than that. Some scholars believe that the exclusion of the Ethiopian Bible from the canon was part of a broader effort by the early church to suppress or undermine non-Western Christian traditions, particularly those associated with Ethiopia. The Roman Emperor Constantine, for example, is said to have ordered the destruction of certain texts that did not conform to the Orthodox theology that was emerging in the 4th century. It's an intriguing theory, and one that gains some credence from the fact that many of the books excluded from the Bible, including the Dead Sea Scrolls discovered in the 1940s, contained ideas and beliefs that were quite different from the Christianity that eventually triumphed. The winners, as they say, write history, and they often do so in a way that erases or marginalizes alternative traditions. But the story of the Ethiopian Bible is not just one of suppression and marginalization. It is also a story of remarkable survival against all odds. This ancient manuscript has endured wars, invasions, and the ravages of time to reach us today, largely intact. It is a testament to the devotion and resilience of the Ethiopian Church, which has guarded this treasure for centuries. And now, in the 21st century, the Ethiopian Bible is starting to attract renewed interest and attention. Scholars are studying its unique texts and traditions, and there are efforts underway to translate it into more languages. Who knows what secrets and insights it may yield as it is brought out of the shadows and into the light of modern scholarship. One thing is certain: the Ethiopian Bible is a remarkable and important document, not just for Christians, but for anyone interested in the history of religion and the evolution of human thought. It reminds us that the story of Christianity is far more complex and diverse than the version that has been handed down to us in the West. There are other ancient manuscripts, other lost books, other forgotten traditions that may hold the keys to unlocking the mysteries of our past. So the next time you hear someone talk about the Bible, remember the Ethiopian Bible, the oldest, most complete, and most mysterious version of them all. Hidden away in the highlands of Africa, it waits patiently to reveal its secrets to those who have the courage to seek them out. Who knows what revelations it may hold, what challenges it may pose to our preconceptions about the origins of Christianity and the nature of faith itself. The story of the Ethiopian Bible is just beginning. The final chapter has not yet been written, and that, my friends, is what makes it so intriguing, so captivating, and so worth exploring. The answers to some of our deepest questions about the past may lie in the pages of this ancient, forgotten manuscript. All we have to do is open our minds and our hearts to the possibility of discovering them.